NIKOLA VUCEVIC is going to the Bulls. I have to admit, I did not expect him to go to the Bulls. I was under the impression maybe Boston. And so for the Bulls, this is a huge deal. Vooch was included in like a 4-player deal, but this is a big deal for the Chicago Bulls. It's a big pickup for the Chicago Bulls. Now, Vooch currently has 2 years left on his current contract, I think equaling up to about $46 million. And I gotta say, maybe not for Vooch, but for the Chicago Bulls, it's a big time play. Now, this guy I think was always highly underrated and always flew under the radar. But this guy is good. Now, he's 30 years old, but he's having the best season of his career this current season, averaging just under 25 points a game, 12 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's averaging well into the double-double, and he's having a great season. Now, the Orlando Magic are obviously in a rebuild type of mode, getting rid of Aaron Gordon, Vooch, and just kind of dumping out their players with the big contracts. Now, the Chicago Bulls roster is interesting. Now, there was a lot of talks about maybe Lonzo Ball, maybe even Zach LaVine maybe wanting out, but the current roster is okay. You have guys like Thad Young, Garrett Temple, Otto Porter, and then you have Zach LaVine, and you have Lauri Markkanen, which I think is a good, he has some promise, and he's still a really young player. I know he's had some injuries, so this team is not in any way, a competitive team. They are 10th in the current standings, but they're sitting at 19 and 24. And the last 10, they're 4 and 6. The Bulls aren't a great organization and just not a great team right now. But with this ad, you can make the case that the Bulls could be in line for some positive seasons in the next 2 or 3 years, maybe getting other types of players. So this is a huge signing and a huge big deal for the Bulls themselves. Vooch, I'm sure, maybe wanted to finish his career in Orlando. He was drafted by the Sixers, but that was only his first year. I'm sure someone like that, who has spent that much time in one place would typically want to stay there. And I have to admit, you play for the Orlando Magic and you're right next door to Disney. I think I'd want to stay there myself. But that's just me. I want some permanent park hopper passes, if you know what I'm saying. But that's just me. So that's probably one of the bigger trades of the entire day. There hasn't been too much movement or too much, obvious movement, if you want to say it like that, with players like Kyle Lowry and Lonzo Ball. Apparently hasn't gone anywhere yet, if he will. Let us know in the comment section below what you think about this trade for Big Vooch going to Chicago in Michael Jordan's house, and we'll see you guys next time.